Hey, if you like time lapses and art, then this video is for you. And if you like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Hey everybody, so this is going to be a video that I've had requested. It's a video about my art process. My name is Kirk Figge. I like to do some art. I'm very amateur at it. I'm totally untrained when it comes to lots of this stuff. I've got my drawing table, computer, my new art stand so that I could show how I draw. I just use basic white paper and a basic clickety pencil with an eraser. I'm a simple guy. I like transparent rulers, and I always have an extra sheet to keep my hand clean. Here's my scanner, my coffee, my tablet for coloring. My first niece, my oldest one, Zoe, I made her a book and wrote this story about her. And I really like the story. The art is okay. It's all right. It's good. Then I had my next niece, who is Anna, and I made a story about her too. And I really went overboard when it comes to the art, and I worked really hard on it, but I'm not too crazy about the story. And then I had a nephew, Luca, and then I don't know, I just forgot about it. Then I had a niece, Emma, and one time I went and saw this elephant. Here's the picture. And then she's just enthralled with it. And she's obsessed with elephants, so I drew a picture of her with an elephant. So here's the picture. And then Luca, one time I was camping with Luca and the rest of the family, and then we were drawing together. I was like, wow, this guy really likes to draw. And then I also know that he likes Minecraft, so I decided to make him a Minecraft picture. I got my sister to send me what his favorite shirt was, and he really likes this duck or chicken character in Minecraft. So then I'll make a picture. So then I ended up looking up all these things and asking students about it. And apparently this trident is really good and this dragon is really impressive and stuff like that. Then I thought, well, I'm going to make a picture where it's like Jack Kirby and Minecraft, and then it's this like explosive, cool picture. And then as I was looking into it, I was like, wait a second, that Luca probably wouldn't appreciate that. I should stick to the Minecraft style. But I was able to take some Jack Kirby bolts and put them into this picture too. So this is going to be the process that I go through. When you're drawing, the things to do are to draw with shapes. It's also to have energy with the character's body language or the action that's taking place. If you set up the shapes, the layout, and the energy correctly, if you do those things, then the detail almost doesn't even matter. So I start off with the thumbnail, and I want to figure out how the drawing will go. You can see on the second time I decided on it. And I start off by blocking the characters, just figuring out where they're going to be on the page. And since it was a personalized photo of my nephew, I decided that I should try and make sure that I get his face right before I went forwards into the drawing. So I worked on that. And then I felt free to kind of block the other characters around it. And the way that I draw is I go just levels of detail by levels of detail. So you can see I block everything, I figure out where the main characters are, and then I get to work on like blocking stuff like the Ender Dragon and where the tree goes and where the other different characters go. So it's 8:14 p.m. I'm just going to work a little bit more on this. I'll start to put in detail of like the mountain and stuff like that, like afterwards. And this shirt that Luca has that he really likes in real life with a robot on it is pretty rounded, so I'm going to make it look a little more pixelated, but I'm just going to like put detail on here. So a big benefit of
just locking in where things go and adding detail is that if you feel you need to switch something, you could switch it, and then it's not going to be too difficult to erase. I also have Photoshop, so I feel more freedom to do things like take multiple stabs at the dragon's egg. Even if I know it's going to leave a spot on the paper, I know I can clean it up.
Hello. So, couple things. I forgot to turn on my camera while I was putting in all the clouds in the back, and even like some of the background. I tried to put in some like Kirby energy with the Kirby bolts right here. Have just like a little mini explosion kind of thing because of the dragon. This is where I'm at. I'm gonna do my signature where I make everything darker around the main character so they stand out more.
So here's my final level of detail, and also, what the heck, I decided to take one more try at the dragon's egg because I could either not get the shape right or I could not get the size right of it.
I got the picture finished, I would say, and now I have to clean up the lines. It's insane how messy I was for this picture. I had to erase a lot. And that dragon's egg, man, I hate that thing. So from here on out, it's just gonna be on the computer. I'll see how much I could capture it with like the screencast or whatever. Okay.
So the way Photoshop works is the top left is the tool, the top right is the color where you want to choose, and the bottom right is the layers. It's all based on layers, even erasing I use 2 layers. So what I found works best for colors is that you just put 1 color per layer. So by the end of just setting out the basic colors without even shading, I wound up with about 30 or 40 layers. And when you work with layers, it's really easy to go back and to edit the layer. You could switch the color that you put in, you can switch the transparency, the opacity, you could switch almost anything when you have multiple layers to work off.
I've got everything colored. I'm just going to shade things now, and I'm going to keep the shading simple because it's Minecraft and it's a 3D world.
Even in the simplified shading of a Minecraft picture, I still do about 3 layers of black, just with different tones on them, and then I do at least 1 for white. On other pictures, I do like 10 shades of black.
And then I'm going to do the last trick that I always do, which is where I take the pencils and I separate them, and then I put them on the top layer as well as the bottom layer. It has a cool effect, so looking forward to seeing how that looks.
So how to do this is kind of complicated, but once you have the steps, it's really quite simple. And after I did this, I was pretty happy with the picture. And you could see how the picture has just evolved from white paper each step of the way to the final product, which is coming up in 3, 2, and hey, here's the final picture. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for your time. Have a great day.
And then I'll be done.